Okay, so I told you that I was going to do electrolysis on this tank, but as I was looking at the tank, I've determined that metal rescue is the #1 way to go, and I'll show you why. I'm going to shine this light in here so that you can see in there. It is rough. So I've taken the liberty of putting the metal rescue in a watering can, and I'm going to fill this tank. Well, I'm not going to fill it even. I don't even have to. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put a gallon of this metal rescue in here, and this stuff is amazing. We're going to fill this thing up, and as soon as we're done, we'll shake it up and see what we've got here. Well, all right, we're 9 hours in, and this is what we're looking at. Clean. I mean, this thing is really coming around. The yellow light is confusing in there. The way that works, it's funny, but we're looking at 80% reduction in rust. We're going to keep going. All right, so our tank process is complete. It's been 24 hours. And I've got a clear plastic container here. And we're going to take this and dump this material from in this tank in here so you guys can see what's in here. This will blow your mind. So here we go. As you can see, it's pretty rough. I mean, wow. There's some pretty rough stuff in here. That is crazy. We're going to set this container to the side here with our metal rescue, which we're going to salvage. We're going to filter this through a couple coffee filters back into the container. What we're going to do is I'm going to run some acetone through this tank and get it dried out, and then we're going to do the Caswell. I'll show you how that's done. Okay, so we're dropping the acetone in this tank. I don't have to get a lot in there, especially for this first run. What we're going to do is slosh it around and get it to dry out all this water and take any solvents out of this thing so that we can have it clean and dry so we can run our Caswell. And we're going to dump it and dispose of it properly, and we'll get back to you here. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we have our tank. We've rinsed this thing out with acetone, and we have this Caswell, part A, part B. I believe the part B is the hardener. This is that epoxy I was telling you guys about. This is the only thing you ever want to use for a tank liner. I'm sorry to all you other guys that like your other products, POR 15 or whatever. I apologize to you guys, but Caswell has it. Nobody can touch it. So we have both of our containers here, and what we're going to do is we're going to combine them in this plastic container right here, and we're going to mix. So we'll start with our primary, our part A. We'll dump it in here. Now let's put our B in. So in a brand new container, I have this with a brand new paint stick. I'm going to stir this and make sure that this mix is fully combined. And I'm satisfied with that. That color is completely consistent throughout. And I want to get this in the tank right now because you have 10 minutes to do this. So here we go. If you look on the bottom of the tank here, you'll see that I have a piece of 100-mile-an-hour duct tape over the petcock valve. I can pull it off when necessary to clean that, because you want to clean those holes out. You do not want to allow this stuff to set up in where the fuel valve threads are. Otherwise, you're never getting the fuel valve back on. You'll be drilling it. And try to imagine that we're coating the entire surface, especially this front area here where we had an actual leak in the weld. Very, 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 very happy here. I gotta say, because I was really worried about this thing when I first started on it. It was so rusted. And I am so pleased with both the Metal Rescue and this Caswell. And these people don't pay me, by the way. This is just the opinion of a guy that's been doing this for 30 years or whatnot. And I kind of do the things that I do, and I'm stuck on them. So, yeah, that stands to reason. This whole container plus that container, there's about 45% left in that one. So we have definitely coated this thing, I want to say, fairly well. Pretty happy with it. And I'm going to leave this thing on end, I believe, like such, allowing the extra Caswell to accumulate in this weld in the front section to seal that off forever. And when I say forever, I mean forever. We're going to run our screws in here. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I want to tie this up so that that seam is at the bottom of the tank where the foil tape is. You can see now at that angle. It allows that to be the point where all that excess material is going to collect.